ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿಗಳೇ, ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳೇ, ಗ್ರಾಹಕರೇ, ಆಗಿವೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಕ್ರಾನಿಕ್? ಆಗಬೇಡಿ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುವ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್. ನಾನು CASS ನಾಯಕ್. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುವ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್ ಇದು 233ನೇ ಎಪಿಸೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇವ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ August 13th we have all observed World Organ Donation Day. Every year on August 13th, World Organ Donation Day is celebrated across the globe to raise awareness about the importance of organ donation and make people aware of the misconceptions of organ donation. The sole aim of the various organizations involved in this noble event is mainly to encourage and educate people on the importance of donating organs after death to save life, as well as during their lifetime also some organs they can donate. Organ donations such as kidney, heart, pancreas, eyes, lungs, tissues, they can be donated to save lives of people suffering from various chronic diseases. Donating an organ is the process of allowing one person with his or her consent to have their organs legally harvested and transplanted to another person, where the donor can be either living or dead. And if it is living person, he can or she can donate to a close relative only. Organ failure has become one of the leading morbidities, with more lives lost in the pandemic, and many needy patients lose their lives because of the lack of organ availability. One initiative can save up to 8 lives by donating their various parts. World Organ Donation Day this year's slogan, "Step up to volunteer, need more organ donors to fill the lacuna." So in 2023 globally 1,44,302 organ transplantations had occurred, where 26.44%, that is 38,156 are of deceased organ donation. India had performed totally 12,259 transplantation in 2023, which contributes only 8% to the global transplantations, where the major ones are kidney around 74%, liver 23%, heart only 1.23%, lung 1%, pancreas 0.15%, and small bowel 0.03%. The overall number of deceased donors transplantations in India are only 4.5% in 2023, that is 552. With this small note, I would like to invite our two resource persons to this show. Dr. Rohan Moniz, he is a Chief Administrative Officer, Kanachur Institute of Medical Science. Dr. Rohan Moniz, you are welcome to this show.
Thank you so much, Naik sir. Good morning.
We have one more Lal of our nation. Then he is none other than Mr. Lal Goyal. Lal Goyal is the chairman of Organ Donation India Foundation and GAN. Sir, you are also welcome to this show. As I already mentioned, on August 13th, so organ donation day was observed, I don't tell that celebrated, observed across the globe. Before starting our event and introducing our guest in detail, the speciality of this week, tomorrow, is a Nagara Panchami. ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ತುಳುನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಕೂಡ ವಿಜೃಂಭಣೆಯಿಂದ ಆಚರಿಸುವ ಹಬ್ಬ ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿ. ಸೊ ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಹಬ್ಬಗಳ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಗಿಲು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿ. ಟುಮಾರೋ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 21st, ಶ್ರಾವಣ ಮಾಸ, ಶುಕ್ಲ ಪಕ್ಷ, ಪಂಚಮಿ ತಿಥಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿಯನ್ನು ವಿಜೃಂಭಣೆಯಿಂದ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ತುಳುನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಗ, ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥ, ಗೋವು ಹಾಗೂ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಈ ನಾಲ್ವರನ್ನು ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಭಾವನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ, ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ವ್ಯೂವರ್ಸ್, ನಾನು ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿಯ ಶುಭಾಶಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಈಗ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಡೇ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 13 ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಅಪಾರ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರೋಹನ್ ಮೊನಿಸ್. he is chief administrative officer, Kanachur Institute of Medical Science and Research Center, Mangalore. So he has graduated his medicine from Mahe University, then he moved to Apollo Health City, Hyderabad, and he has undertaken training in critical care medicine, and he was placed as the neurocritical care physician and JCI coordinator. So it was the first in the world to have disease specific certification for stroke by JCI.
Yes.
So with an eye for bigger assignments, he has completed his masters in healthcare management. Then he was the chief clinical officer for mobile health initiatives, remote telehealth care and clinical decision support projects at HealthNet Global. Now, he is, in addition to his qualifications, he has visited NHS Direct in the UK and was trained on the application for teletrade designed by Clinical Solutions headquartered at Basingstoke, UK. He is green belt in 6 Sigma also, we can see from his physique also. He is a basic life support and advanced cardiac life support instructor certified by American Heart Association. Then, to adding to his feather, in 2013, Dr. Rohan qualified as a group study exchange scholar representing Mangalore as its ambassador and had visited different entities of healthcare at Cumbria and Lancashire, UK on behalf of Rotary Foundation.
Yes.
So Dr. Rohan has also contributed as the chief illustrator in Dr. V.V. Pillai's Handbook of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. So his biodata is very vast, but very sorry that I am introducing in brief. Dr. Rohan Manis, you are welcome to our show.
Thank you, Naik sir.
We have Lal Goyal. Lal Goyal, as I already mentioned, is the chairman of Organ Donation India Foundation and GAN. He is on the National Committee of the National Campaign for Body Organs Donation, that is NCBOD. Mr. Goyal has won many awards and accolades domestically and internationally, including the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Businessman of the Year Award, India Darshan National Integration Award 2019, HARPS Award, Icons of India Award, Life's Real Hero of India Award, Precious Gems of India Award, Saidam CSR Award, HFF Excellence Award 2023 and World Parliament International Award 2023. So, Mr. Goel was honored by Mangalore University also as 1 in million for his unique contribution to society and organ donation in the year 2022. So, I am proud that I was also with him in the same stage. Then Goel is a chief editor of Media Conference with Lal Goel, and he has conducted daily shows during pandemic in which top dignitaries like governors, central ministers, senior bureaucrats, vice chancellors, Supreme Court judges, army officers, police officers, educationalists, philanthropists, professionals and businessmen have participated in this prestigious show also. And post-COVID, Mr. Goel is creating organ donation awareness by giving various lectures in medical colleges, education institutions, service clubs, hospitals, PSUs, paramedical military forces, public meeting, etc. Mr. Lal Goel, you are welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So, as I already mentioned, organ donation. Many people, especially in India, they are not much aware about this organ donation. So, what are the procedures, how to make organ donations, how it will happen, what is the modus operandi, what is the cost involved, and what are the do's and don'ts, what are the laws regulating this organ donation in India. All these matters we are discussing in details. As per Constitution of India, Article 21, right to life and personal liberty, it covers right to health also. So, everybody is entitled for organ donation. So, irrespective of caste, creed, community and gender. So, National Organ Donation List under NATO, under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, it is under control of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and 1994 itself the law has been framed in India. After that many more initiatives have been taken place. Now one nation, one organ policy also they are going to implement. Let us discuss about all these things. There are many misconceptions also about this organ donations. अगला जन्म में मैं विकलांग हो जाऊंगा अभी ऑर्गन डोनेशन करेगा तो करके बहुत लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं. And actually donor, they don't have any cost. People are under the impression that donor has cost.
That's the cost, yeah.
Then religious beliefs, they also come in the way of this organ donations. Organ निकालेगा तो स्वर्ग नहीं मिलेगा. So all those things, myths are there. And once you have donated organ, you can always, what you can say, that you cannot lead a normal life. That is also myth. And diabetic people, they cannot donate their organs. All these myths are there. Let us discuss in detail. Let's hear from our resource persons. Dr. Rohan Moniz, you are Chief Administrative Officer of Kanachur Hospital and Research Center. So regarding this organ donation, what is the awareness of people in India? Can you just brief about it?
So just to tell you in brief, we've all heard about a factor called as blood donation. Every year we have blood donation awareness, blood donation camps happening. The awareness of organ donation has been good, but has not been very strong, I would say persistently. What is happening is we have advocates or advocacies coming out. That is why we have something called as a organ donation day. What is the purpose of an organ donation day? We need people to come up and talk about it. We need people to create awareness. We need people to destroy the myths. There are a lot of superstitions which are lingering in the communities we live in, and persistently people live with those superstitious attitudes. Secondly, we have, like you just said, heroes have no gender. We have people in the community today who have donated organs, or they are called as organ donors. Even we have organ recipients. They can come front and talk about the new life that they have given, or the new life that has been bestowed upon them because of a person lending their organ or receiving an organ. Now these stories, when they come forward, are just going to create very strong testimonies and awareness, and it would actually generate a lot of population wanting to donate organs, sir.
Okay, very nicely said. Now, what is the purpose of this donating organ? What is the benefit for the donor and what is the benefit for donee? Can you just brief about it?
Okay, before I will come to give you the answer of your question, I would like to say that we are not God, but God has given us power to save up to 8, nowadays even 9 lives, and improvise up to 75 lives. Good morning. What Mr. Nayak, CN Nayak has asked the question, ki what is the purpose of organ donation? First thing, we have to understand why so much hue and cry about organ donation in India. The reason is that as per NATO, as CN Nayak has explained, NATO is National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization, which has been set up by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. According to them, every year more than 5 lakhs people are losing their life for want of organs, which works out to be 1,500 lives per day, or in other words, I will say 1 per minute. So if this program, today's program is for 90 minutes, it means we are going to lose 90 lives during this our program.
But even though we lose 90 lives, there is a after this awareness, there may be 90,000 lives may be saved after this program.
We are hoping for that, and
yes,
we want that.
Yes.
But there is, as you have already mentioned, and Dr. Monish has also mentioned about the myths and whatnot. But only thing is, importance of organ donation is because it is in our hand. It is not in anyone else's hand. If we will decide to donate organs, we can save them so many lives. And it is, we have to understand the why, what are the importance, why, what types of organ donations. One is living and another is the brain death. Living, you cannot donate organs. Only you can donate 2 or 3 or 4 organs, like one can donate 1 kidney, part of liver, part of pancreas, even some part of lungs can also be donated. So these are can be donated by a living donor. While in the brain death, 8 organs which are very, very crucial can be donated. And because I have mentioned 9 lives, because now they bifurcate liver, and that's why the 9 lives can be saved for 2 persons. So this is why the organ donation is important.
Yes, as you told, brain stem. So every year 1,50,000 accident deaths are taking place in India.
Yeah.
See, after this accident death, that dead body becomes waste.
Yes.
If during their lifetime, if they already donate their organs, is it not useful for the many people? So what are the challenges in this particular thing? Can you just explain?
So what happens by and large when you have an accidental death happening on the road, right? So you have people coming in who are brain dead or who can also be cardiac death. Now, if there is a patient is diagnosed to have brain death and he's in the hospital, particularly in ICU, the doctors will evaluate, try to understand whether he is having chronic living conditions, number one. Number two, if those organs are transferable, or what is the status of those organs to be transferred, fine. Number three, has there been any injury in terms of ischemic injury when you talk, lack of blood going? Or number four is because of hypoxic injury, because of lack of oxygen going to that particular organ. So in terms of brain dead, the patient has to have a normal physiological, andre normal liver, normal heart, normal kidney with the normal perfusion levels happening in a controlled environment. The other aspect is, if you have a patient who is having a cardiac death, the heart stops beating, there is no blood circulation happening to any of the vital organs. So that is where, organs like tissues like your cornea, your bones, or even your cartilages, your ligaments can be harvested to be transplanted into a particular being. So primarily we think, okay, there's an accident happened on the road, oh, we lost.
Even during a heart operation and all,
yeah,
veins and all of the same body, same person,
yes,
they cut and transplant.
Transplant, yeah. That's called autologous transplantation. You take it from the body, you do
Yes.
it. Then you have heterologous, comes from outside. Transplantation has evolved to a next level. It's called as xenotransplantation, where we use animal organs and get transplanted into human beings. These studies are there. These studies are going on. Presently, they're trying to create pig livers or pig kidneys and transfer it into monkeys, because monkeys, the phenotype, genotype is almost close to the human race.
Yes.
That's called xenotransplantation. That's happening. So primarily, if we understand, when we talk about...
All our ancestors were monkeys only.
Yes, sir.
We have all the qualities of monkeys.
So primarily talking about donors, like Mr. Goel just said, when you have a brain death or a cardiac death, some sort of a death kind of a scenario happens, a serious evaluation of the organs which have to be transplanted or harvested comes into play. Well, when you have a living donor, the circumstances are different. It is the will and wit of that particular person whom he wants to donate to. That's a different topic altogether.
Okay, but there should be without any consideration, out of love and affection.
Sir, I would like to just raise a point. Now, what is happening is there are a lot of policy matters which come into play. Now, if I talk about countries like Belgium, France, Singapore, right, Finland, by rule, the policy in the country is every person in the country is an organ donor, by policy, by the constitutional right.
Yes.
Now, if you do not want to donate any organ,
Then
you
only
have
has
to
to
fill
fill
up
the
a
form.
form.
Correct.
Now, what happens is, so the percentage of organ donations in those countries are almost amounting to 50%.
If they do in India same rule, then there will be surplus of organs.
True, sir. Amazing, amazing. So what is happening? See, these are policy matters. Another policy matter which I just
But
learned
it is
about.
neighboring country, Germany, it is ulta.
Yeah.
90% of the people in Belgium, they donate organs.
Yes.
Whereas Germany, 90% of the people, they don't donate organs.
They do not donate.
And
organs.
if they want to donate, they have to fill the form.
They have
Here,
to fill
if they don't want to donate, then only fill
They
the
need to
form.
fill up the form. So
See
this
the
is-
anomaly, only neighboring country.
Exactly. This is the policy matter. Now, another thing which I just learned a few days back, what happened is there was this one of the prosecutors from the state of California. So he was diagnosed to have blood cancer. Now, what happened? The blood cancer, he went into treatment, he went into remission. Now he was looking for a marrow transplantation to happen. They went into registries. There is no donor who is matching to him. It came up as a big surprise. Now, what did he do next? He wrote up to the assembly saying that let's make it a law. So this law is going to be passed in 2027. What does the law say? It's called as a Charlie's law, that any person who is going to go and ask for a driving license, automatically he should be going into the National Bone Marrow Registry.
Excellent.
See, now these policies have to be advocated within our country, within our state. What happens is and this awareness is just generated.
See,
So
India's
people talk about
problem
this.
is we talk about our freedom and we talk about only our right. We don't think about our duty. And what is need to be done, we don't talk. What others should not do, that we will talk. What we should do, we will not talk.
Exactly.
That is a problem. Okay. Now, Lal Goyal ji, who can donate organs, who cannot donate organs? Can you just brief?
See, as far as the donation is concerned, everyone is eligible to donate after the age of 18 years. if a person, I am talking of living donation, because there are two donation, living and brain death. In living, after the 18 years, everyone is eligible to donate. There are myths that I am having diabetes, so I cannot donate, as you have raised.
In UK it is 12 years and above.
No, everywhere it is 18 years.
No, they have told that.
No, in a special case, otherwise 18
Special
years
case,
only, as per my knowledge.
Okay.
And I will tell you, like Dr. Monish was mentioning about the systems, there are two systems which are prevailing in the world. One is opt-in and one is opt-out.
Right.
Now, opt-out system, which he has mentioned about the Europe, Spain, etc., is prevailing, where any person who become 18 years, he has to or she has to opt out in case if they are not interested to donate for any reason. While opt-in system is, which is prevailing in India and USA, that we have to register ourselves, I want to donate. So this is a difference between systems. But if you see the figures, we have to analyze why India is lacking about the organ donation. In USA, the last year figure says about 6,700 people lost their life. USA is about 1/4 population wise less populated than India. So even if we multiply, it works out to be about 25,000, 26,000 people who have lost their lives. And India also having the same system, that is opt-in system, and our figures is 5 lakhs plus. We are also human beings.
Shall we attend one call?
Yeah, please.
Hello.
ಸರ್ ರಾಮರಾವ್
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ರಾಮರಾವರಿಗೆ. ನಾಳೆ ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿ. ನಾಗರ ಪಂಚಮಿಯ ಶುಭಾಶಯ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ.
ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 6 of Times of India dated 18th August 2023 gives me enough food for thought on this subject. At least 20 people die in the country every day waiting for organ transplant, according to Dr. Santosh Shetty, Executive Director of Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital, Mumbai. According to him, people do not donate organ because some believe that if they give their organs, they will be born handicapped in the Punarjanma. Second, some do not trust doctors as they feel that hospital and doctors are making money. Number of available organs and the gap in demand and supply of organ is widening. My question here is how to motivate organ donors and their families to donate, particularly in case of suicide and road accidents. Next, whether felicitation and honoring the organ donors and their families will help. Next, in which cases organ becomes unfit for transplant, whether victims of cobra bites who are declared brain dead can be fit for organ donation. Next, in Ceylon, Malaysia and Indonesia, where followers of Buddhism, donation of eyes are popular. Film actors like Dr. Rajkumar and Punit Kumar tried to popularize the eye donation. Next, eyes should be removed as early as possible, certainly before 6 hours. What is the deadline for taking body donation? How long the body can be kept in eyes preservative? Next, what are the other parts of the other than eyes, livers and heart can be donated? Next, whether medical colleges are paying fees for blood, eyes and liver donations or giving free medical help to relatives of organ donors. Next, few years back in Bangalore hospital, liver was removed without the knowledge of poor patients. What is the punishment for such doctors and hospital authorities? Next, in case of unidentified person's death in hospital, can treat the body as organ donated. Next, is it not better to hospital authorities to have coordination with the officials of Vruddhashrama and Anathrama? Next, before executing death sentence, is it possible to remove eyes and liver by giving sedatives? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Excellent questions. Entire portion is covered by our Ramarao.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ramarao. I just want to correct one thing. No, 20 people are not dying in India. This figure is of USA. In India, 1,500 people are dying every day. So that is the only correction. But whatsoever you have asked, Very, very relevant thing. As CA Naik says that you have covered the entire
Syllabus.
Yes. So
Thank you so
his
much.
first
Thank you so much.
query is, first question.
This is the thing that now hospitals and doctors, there is a fear in the mind of the patient that if they donate organs, doctors may not treat well, so that he will die immediately and it can be transplanted. That is the thinking of some people.
You want to reply or shall I reply?
Yes, I'll do a humble one. Uske baad.
There is a saying, Vaidyo Narayana Hari. That means
so what happens
Vaidya
is,
is always considered as God. He should not supposed to do, and they may not, definitely they will not do like that.
So see, what is happening is like again, awareness towards positive things, awareness towards negative things, you know. So we get challenged by the negative aspects of it. Now, to be frank, in my more than two decades of service, I have not heard of any of such thing happening wherein doctors pull out an organ and put in somebody else, number one. Number two, so my first duty as an intensivist was looking after a patient of a renal transplant, you know. So there is a lot of activity, infrastructure, regulatory, paperwork, NGOs. There's a lot of involvement of many people, and we saw that within a couple of hours, we had a patient who was diagnosed brain dead because of an aneurysm rupture, young boy. Immediately, plan was taken, consent was taken by the family, everything accepted, and procedures went on. So for the next 24 hours, I don't think anybody slept. What is happening is, these activities happen day in and day out. You know, there's a lot of importance given to that. So there would have been one or two stray things, or even the media. You know, I think the media should be very cautious in reporting these stray incidents as, you know, getting down to the foundational episodes, what happened, and then express them. So primarily, in my notice, I have not come across, but yes, of late the media has pulled out some issues. Secondly, sir, we have the Transplantation Act. And in the state of Karnataka, we've got the Karnataka State Authority under SOTO. And they're very strict, very formative. Every zone, every district, every unit is very informative. We have the Jeevana Sarthakate happening also at Wenlock Hospital, which is a nodal center. They have a very interactive website with frequently asked questions. They sort out, and people are very fluidic. And they are willing to accept you and even answer your questions any point in time. You can even donate your organs online, you know.
Can I add now about the question which
Yes.
you have asked?
Yes.
What Dr. Monish says, yes, it is as per his experience. But the reality is, there are so much strict laws and that procedure. One has to understand, if a patient is admitted in a hospital and declare brain death, the hospital has to inform to the zonal authorities like SOTO or Jeevan Sathakate in the case of Karnataka, and they will immediately send a team, because there is a committee especially formed to declare the brain death. The treating hospital cannot declare them the brain
Whether
death.
all committee members will be present during that time.
So no, the committee members are all renowned people. They have to be neurologist, medicine person, sometimes a nephrologist or urologist. They visit the patient, and if they feel that this patient cannot get the conscious again, he will not regain it, then they give the first certificate of brain death. But as per the law, minimum cap 6 hours they have to give. Again the committee has to visit the same patient, and again they will check with all the medical parameters, and if they are satisfied, then only the final certificate will be issued. So catch point here is, if this is the procedure, then the role of a treating hospital is not there, and when there is no role, so your question is, if the patient doctor knows that this patient is already donated, so he will not like to treat, because the doctor or the hospital is not going to be benefited by this particular donation, the organ donation, and the organs will go as per the wait list maintained by the NOTO, SOTO, ROTO. So there is no role of hospitals or the doctors. And as Dr. Monish said, yes, one or two exceptionals, black sheeps are there everywhere in the society. We can't vouch for that, but it is not possible now, especially after 1994 THOA Act.
Okay. Ram Rao asked one relevant question. who is unfit, or when it becomes unfit for transplantation? That can you just brief?
So what happens, there are people having chronic diseases. Now, people who have diabetes, they can be donors, number one. Number two, we have evidences wherein even a cancer survivor has donated a part of his organ. There are stories like this. So once they've healed up. Now, that is why we need a good physician check. All the parameters have to be near physiological. The assessment of the donor and the recipient has to be done.
Diabetic person, what is the restriction?
Diabetic, see sir, diabetic is a generalized disease. Okay, it
is a condition rather than disease.
It is a condition rather than disease. Yes. So what happens is, I have people on board who are on insulin, but presently who are not on insulin because of lifestyle management. They're very fit today. It is the will and wit of the person how to do it. Our Indian ecosystem, our people in our habitat prefer saying like, I'll take medicines, I'll take an insulin jab, I'll do it. The push to getting this is not happening. So diabetic people also can donate, but that organs should be near normal. Organs should be healthy. So this assessment is required. So suppose if it's a patient who wants to donate his kidney, the doctor definitely will do kidney tests, kidney evaluations, check his creatinine, check his kidney perfusion, renal perfusion, to understand, saying that yes, in spite of his chronic disorder, his kidney is in a normal state and he can give it off. Now, health concerns again. Suppose he says, sir, what about 5 years later I develop a diabetic nephropathy or my kidney starts failing. Now, if these health concerns are displayed by the donor, the right is given to, the benefit of doubt is given to the donor. Okay, we will discourage him from donating. This is for a live donor. Deceased donor stories are different. Deceased donors, if you are lucky to have a brain dead patient, yes, and the perfusion is fine, no chronic disease, you can give them. Again, the assessment is, because you have to, like Goelji said, physician, nephrologist, intensive neurologist, it's a team effort. You come up to an understanding saying that fine. So there are various tests to diagnose a brain dead and not a brain dead patient. Based on that, it can be done. But if you have chronic diseases, you need physician intervention, you need evaluation, you need blood parameters, you need the normal physiological working condition, and it can be donated.
Okay. And recently, I would just add one thing, like AIDS. It is that you cannot donate, but now they are transplanting. One AIDS patient can donate to the other AIDS patient. So the medical research is developing day by day, and new things are coming. Yes, please.
Now we have at a time 2 callers. Let us take both the calls, then we will give the answer. Hello? 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 Both the calls cut. Okay. ಪುನಃ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay. Let us continue our discussion. Now he has asked, victim of cobra bite and dead, can he donate his organs?
See, C. Nayak, we have to understand one thing. Anything happening to a human body, if it is not affecting the particular organ, then it can be donated. Even if a cobra bite person who has been declared death, or he is not even declared death, or after declaring death, and if the his organs are functioning, and if he is declared brain death, then only the organs can be given, otherwise no. Although there is
whether it will have the effect, poison effect.
So that is the evaluation, as Dr. Monis rightly says, by the physician. They will see.
Normally, this cobra bite, what are all parts get damaged?
So there are 2 main categories for venoms. One is a neurotoxin. It affects the nervous system. One is a hematotoxin. It affects your blood or your vascular system. So when they bite, you have a vascular collapse. The organs definitely do not get blood clotting happens, and the person dies instantaneously. What happens in the neurotoxin when it bites you? It paralyzes your nerves. You go down. Now again, the toxin level. Now obviously, if for an organ there is no blood going, you cannot donate that organ, because that organ dies. And it's not like, okay, I take the patient from here and do it.
Heart.
Kidney are highly perfused organs. A lot of blood supply goes. Heart is a pumping organ. A lot of blood supply goes. But then we can think about corneas, we can think about bone, we can think about ligaments, we can think about cartilage, we can think about skin. Yeah, we can think about those things, we can think about those things. But solid organs like your heart, liver, kidneys and all will be a big question mark.
They are also immediately dead.
Yeah, what happens is, see, like if I need my kidney to function, blood supply is very important.
Okay.
Blood carries oxygen, carries glucose. They survive. We are aerobes.
We
Without
have,
oxygen, we won't
we
survive.
have one more caller now.
Oh.
Hello.
This is Dr. Devdas Rai.
Namaskara, Dr. Devdas.
Head of Department of General Medicine, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences.
Thank you for
Question is to Rohan, my colleague in Kanachur, and of course Dr. Lal. We are now very much in the awareness, increasing the awareness of organ donation. But I have got a problem as a physician. I have got a lot of people who are awaiting renal transplants and all. But because of the very stringent, of course I wouldn't blame the government, but because of the very stringent conditions, quite a few of my patients have gone to places like Sri Lanka and Egypt and all, and got the kidney transplantations done. And there are quite a few people who are still waiting for kidney, especially transplantations, because of very stringent restrictions. I don't know. I am not supporting I'm not putting blame on the government for the restrictions, but can't we have a via media? Because see, like more of the organ donation, there are a lot of people waiting for the recipients. And one more thing is about body donation. Lot of people want to donate their bodies, not for this one, for research and so on. But there is an unfortunate incident of one person called Dr. Arunachalam Kumar, who has donated his body to the KMC, and the body is just languishing without any help, because nowadays the medical education does not need so many dissections, and our own minds will be knowing that all dissected specimens are kept. So when many people want to donate the bodies for study, of course this is not totally in connection with the present one, but I think there also the requirement of bodies is less, and therefore I think now many people need not donate bodies for research purposes or study to some. But main concern is, I think there is very stringent restrictions can be relaxed to some extent, because many people, personally I know many of my people are still waiting for transplants. That's all.
Dr. Devdas Rai, ನೀವು Rotarian ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್,
Rotarian, multiple PHF, past district governor.
Yeah.
Rotary is also doing lot of eye camps, no? Whatever, can you just throw light on that, what Rotary is doing?
Sir, there are many centers which are actually all over India. There are all the clubs which are actually promoting organ donation and awareness, mainly awareness. And of course, a lot of Rotarians have donated organs also. That is also there. But maybe we need to do more. Maybe our role has to, our part in the awareness and for organ donation should go up. Yeah.
Instead of telling them beware, we can make them aware.
Aware, correct.
At least their
Eye donation, especially eye donation, we have done a lot of good work.
Okay.
Many Rotary eye banks are there all over the country, and we have done a lot of good work.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. We should appreciate Rotary movement and Lions movement for
And in fact, Dr. Rohan Moniz is a beneficiary of Rotary. We sent him to, when I was a governor, we sent him to England as a part of the group study exchange. You mentioned that already. He was a member of the Rotary Club of Mangalore City also earlier.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Okay.
So Rotary is doing wonderful job, and our Dr. Devdas Rai and our district's An, Ban and Shan, we can tell, he is not only useful as a doctor but also as a socially useful as a Rotarian also. Thank you very much, doctor, for asking relevant question. Our Dr. Rohan, can you just talk about the stringent conditions and rules, and in other country how it is and India how it is, and how it can be improved?
Thank you, Dr. Devdas sir, for this question. Now, primarily speaking, what is happening is why the rules made. Rules are made because there was a lot of misdemeanor happening in this particular section. So what happens is, yes, many years back we can talk about organ trafficking, human trafficking, or human trafficking for organs. All this was happening. So presently the rules are made. Primarily I feel like, the awareness is there, but it has not percolated to the right people. Like I will say, like, we keep saying namdu Karnataka, namdu Dakshina Kannada Jille, Buddhivantaru Jille and all this here, right? Fine. But how many of us are actively, even filled up the organ donor card? Fine. Now what is happening is There is now organ donation has come up to a next level. Previously, it was from a non-related donor. Now the government insists from a related donor primarily to begin with. Next of kin to kin. We have episodes wherein one sister-in-law is given to another sister-in-law. And these stories have to come out. These people have to come out. Primarily people.
Lalu Prasad Yadav, he got kidney from his daughter only.
Yes.
Not son. Daughter has given.
See,
There's a very another remarkable statistic.
This thing, what he has said, or what Dr. Rai is asking, why there is no relaxation and why so much waiting is there. Waiting is there because the relatives are not interested to donate organs.
Yes.
See, it is not the government fault. If I am suffering from a kidney, if my relatives are not my, and relatives definitions are very, very clearly mentioned by the Act. Grandparents, parents, siblings, spouse, children and grandchildren.
If any one of them tell no means no.
No. It's living. When we are talking of living. So they are not giving, they are not coming out to give they do not want to save their own kith and kin. So it is our fault. It is not the fault of the government. So we have to create that awareness. And you mentioned in the beginning about the gender equality. I would like to mention here very clearly, as per the data which says 80% of the donors, living donors in India are women, and only 19% recipients in India, living recipients are women. It clearly shows that there is a lot of gender disparity. And you mentioned about Lalu Prasad Yadav ji. Yes, his daughter has given, not the son, although one son is a deputy chief minister and the son is also there. So it clearly shows that we one side pray, we one side say the women are goddess and whatnot, but we are still the men chauvinism is there. Until as we will not change this male chauvinism, it is not possible to.
In Skanda Purana, that's why it is already told, not now. Age old, there is a saying in Skanda Purana, Dashaputra Samakanya Dashaputran Pravardhayan Yatphalam Labate Mastasthallabhyam Kanyai Ekaya. During olden days, earlier days, when daughter was born, parents used to have 10 sons. But now if a daughter is born, she is equivalent to 10 sons. So it is told in Skanda Purana itself. So from age-old practices and from so many years, this tradition is that women, they are more tyagi.
No, but I disagree with you, C.A. Nayak. This is not the tyag. It is just it's a slavery. We consider the women in India as a slave. In one of my program, the coordinator, she told me that whenever the doctor declare that so and so is requiring kidney, immediately all the male folk cease towards the women's, the mother, the sister, the daughter. Why? After all, they are also human beings. Today in India, they are having almost equal, rather more population of women than men. Why they are not giving? In UK, I was there, the percentage is 55% donors are women and the recipients are 40%. Here only recipients are 19%. It clearly shows that we are not interested to save our women folk. So until unless we will not change our mindset, we will not donate our organs to our own family members, and to blame the government, I think it is quite unfair. And I will urge doctor community that they should create the awareness to everybody. Whenever the women is there, she should
like
not be
blood donation awareness. This organ donation awareness is to be created. Correct. Now one more caller we have. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, sir. This is Vinod from Mysore. I have a couple of questions to the panel. Can I go ahead?
So your name, please?
Yeah, Vinod from Mysore.
Vinod from Mysore. Please ask your question.
Yeah. Good morning to the panel, sir. Sir, I have a couple of questions. First of all, as we all know, this organ donation is really life-saving, and this we know from past, many decades. But still, what I see, there is still there is hesitance, even in the family members and outside also. So, what steps, either government or from our side it can be taken up to make this more aware, like blood donation. And this is one question. And apart from this, is there any side effect? Say, example, if one person donates some organ while he is alive to the other person, and will there be side effects? Whether that threat causes them to not to go further for organ donation? Can you please?
Excellent question. We have to give you prize during our 250th episode. A very good question. See, many people are fearing that there may be side effects, that is living donation. So, is it correct? Because when two kidneys are there, one kidney is removed and transplanted another, whether it is safe, one, or liver, if it is cut and stitched, of course it will grow again. Is it not, whether there is any side effect or 100% it's okay? Can being a doctor you have to tell.
Vinod, very good question. Thank you for your question. Just to answer this level, to make it very simple, out of the box thinking, there are donors today who have donated not once but twice. Okay, there are living evidences, there are people still alive. Now what is happening is the society has got a lot of myths which are created and we don't listen to specialists.
But out of two kidneys, suppose one kidney is removed, whether they will be normal?
Yes. If one kidney is given, like I said, for a living donor, that assessment happens, the renal perfusions, they do all the checking or all the test type, the genetic testing, and then it comes to a conclusion, yes, you are a fit donor to donate your kidney. Not anybody who walks in can donate. Primary, that's number one. Number two, suppose he's donating a kidney or he's donating a part of the liver. They lead a normal lifespan, they lead near normal life. Your habits, suppose you got habits, that has to be checked.
But how much time it will take to become a normal again? Because now suppose fracture happens, it will take minimum 3 to 4, 5, 6 months to become normal, to run or walk properly and all. Here how much time?
Primarily what happens is if a person donates one kidney, the other kidney overcompensates by about 25 to 30% over the next couple of months, and it normalizes the body requirement. So that is what is happening. The liver is an amazing organ. It is able to regenerate if there is no insult happen to the liver in a long term. Now,
what is that insult?
Insult, like if you're an alcoholic, if there has been a tumor in the liver, or there's been liver trauma,
too
damage.
Much this one, menasu tinnadu heltanu. That all how it is.
Chili, sir. Yeah. Now see, what happens is, any extreme, any deviations from the normal, any skewed behavior is a high risk behavior, frankly speaking. So those evaluations, because even when there's a donor, there's a living donor, there will be a psychological evaluation which will be happening to that particular person who's going to donate his organ. Because what happens is, post that, people come under duress, stress. Did I do a right thing? Why should I do it? Somebody will come and say, Allah Mara, you should have taken 10 lakh rupees, right? Why did you do that? So all this duress. So there's going to be a counseling phase, there's going to be an understanding phase, there's going to be psychological assistance going to be given, and then they donate. But we know the closing point is, there is no harm. Just to close on a very small perspective, very interestingly, recently there was a lady who is a 47-year-old lady, and in Cleveland Clinic, she recently donated a part of her liver. Now this was a second donation. The first donation, this happened in Jan 2022. The first donation happened in November 2020, wherein she donated one kidney to her brother. And what happened is, so everybody comes, right, mass media, what is wrong with you? You're just giving off your body organs. So the thing was, like, the amount of positivity I developed by giving out, because my doctors have deemed me fit, saying that I can do the needful.
Sometimes media also, they may think that they are doing anti-publicity. In the anti-publicity, there will be publicity also. It is possible also, like that they will show.
Now the other angle is, okay, like if policy matters, but other thing is, see, most of our Indian people in the evening like to watch OTT and a lot of soap operas, okay, a series and all these things. Let them come about talking about organ donation, organ transplantation, the positive sides of it, you know. People should hit this genre very strongly, and it should go into people's minds.
In our academic curriculum also, right from primary or high school level itself, it is to be taught.
It's to be taught. It's
that we are not teaching them. That is the main
And one thing I would
like
to...
Why people are hesitant, this first question is, still why people are hesitant to make donation?
Because of the awareness, because of the myths, because of our so-called religious heads who are not understanding in our religion there is no bar. No religion says that don't give the organs or help others. So these are the myths, and that is why
In religion, one bar is there, not to go to bar, but that they are doing.
that they are doing. So that is why, that is the reason. Secondly,
And bar they go.
I will just add one thing. The first living transplant of kidney took place in 1954 of a twin brothers in USA, and the donor brother died in 2010. So it can clear the myth that somebody, if he donates the kidney, one kidney, how he is going to survive and what will be the condition. Yes, if you are living in a unhealthy lifestyle, then even if you have 10 kidneys, your kidneys will not work. So one kidney is as good.
USA, correct. But what is the healthcare facility here for transplantation?
So
Whether in
facilities-
India it is so much sophisticated,
Yeah, see, healthcare
and
facilities
whether
come under.
doctors are so much skilled, because of so many transplantations are not happening.
Yeah.
So whether they are skilled to do that, and whether such facilities are in place like US in India.
Yes, there are facilities like US available in India. Now what happens is, in India, particularly if I say my state of Karnataka or my district of Dakshina Kannada, we have two main types of centers. One is an organ retrieval center, other one is an organ transplant center. This again comes under NATO, comes under the Karnataka authority. It is a very strict rule which happens, and they have to come and check our infrastructure and get it done. Primarily in our district.
What is the retrieval center work, and what is that
Retrieval
one?
centers, they are designated centers under the regulatory wherein they can retrieve organs, okay, and donate. Now primarily what happens is, these centers, if you get a patient who has been deemed brainstem dead, so these doctors will harvest that particular organ. Meanwhile, you have to inform SOTO or the Jivana Sarthakate. They will plan, they will see in the registry who is the first in line. Green corridor will be created and the organs will be logistically transported over there in the respective timelines, and this is where logistics in terms of the police, the air transport, the road transport, the ambulances, the hospital, everybody comes together working on this particular thing. That is in terms of giving for a brain dead. So these are retrieval centers.
In Dakshina Kannada district and Udupi district, how many hospitals are competent to do this transplantation?
Yeah. 9 hospitals are doing organ transplants.
transplant.
Oh,
and
excellent.
2,
Really?
apart from 9, there are 2 who can retrieve. So total 11 centers. And I would like to add, I am from Uttar Pradesh, North India. These many centers are not there in the entire Uttar Pradesh state, which is having a population of 23 crores, while these districts are not having population. Both the district jointly are not having population more than 10 lakhs. So one can imagine the awareness South is having. That is why the maximum
But
organ
Chennai
transplant-
is considered as the hub, no?
Chennai,
For
even
transplantation.
Andhra, Karnataka, Maharashtra.
But I heard that in India, 12 states so far they have not done this transplantation itself, they tell. Is it so?
Yeah,
Out of 28 states.
Yes, few of the states they have not even approved this THOA Act because of
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Because state this health is a state subject, and every state has to accept it.
The sorry state of affairs by these states.
Yes.
Correct.
Irrespective of which political party is there, they have to consider the human values. But now the awareness is there, so I am sure that those states will also come up.
Okay. How to donate and all, let us come back now. Now I think it is time for break. Dear viewers, break के बाद
Can't take my eyes off you. Can't think my life without you. You are the sound of my heart. You are my shine. You are my light. You are my soul.
ಬೇಸಿ ರೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೃಹತ್ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳ ಮೇಳ. ನ್ಯೂ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಸೀರೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ಗಳು ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 7ರಿಂದ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 3ರವರೆಗೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡವರವರೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಸ್ತು ಕೊಂಡರೂ 199 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ. ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಶರ್ಟ್, ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಶರ್ಟ್, ಲಾಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್, ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೂಡಿದಾರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೀರೆಗಳು ಕೇವಲ 199 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ವಿವಿಧ ವಿನ್ಯಾಸವುಳ್ಳ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂದೇ ಖರೀದಿಸಿ. ನ್ಯೂ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಸೀರೆಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ಗಳು, ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ರಂಗೋಲಿ ಸಭಾಭವನ, ಮೇನ್ ರೋಡ್, ಬೆಸಿ ರೋಡ್.
ಸುನೀತಾ ಅವರು ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್. ಸ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂತು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮತ್ತಿದು ಒಂದು ಸಖತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್.
ನೀವು ಸಹ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು.
ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ನೊಂದಿಗೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೌಲ್ಯದ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಗರಂ ಮಸಾಲ ಫ್ರೀ.
ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ.
ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಣ್ಣದು, ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. 23 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಭರವಸೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮವರಿಗೂ. ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಕೆಎಂಸಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಟೀಲಿನ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಸಂಜೀವನಿ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ರಿಯಾಯಿತಿ. ಹೊರರೋಗಿ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಾಲೋಚನೆಗೆ 50% ರಿಯಾಯಿತಿ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪ್ರಯೋಗಾಲಯ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಗೆ 20% ರಿಯಾಯಿತಿ. ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಗೆ 20%, ಹೊರರೋಗಿ ಮೇಲೆ 10% ಹಾಗೂ ಔಷಧಿಗಳಿಗೆ 10% ರಿಯಾಯಿತಿ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಳರೋಗಿಗಳಾಗಿ ದಾಖಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಆಲ್ಟ್ರಾ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ರಿಯಾಯಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವಾ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ನೋಂದಾಯಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅರ್ಜಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗಾಗಿ ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಿರಿ.
ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭೋಜರಾಜ್ ವಾಮಂಜೂರು. ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಗೀನಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಗಳ ಹಾಲಿನ ಹುಡಿ ತಯಾರಾಗಿದೆ. ಶೀಘ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ತಿರದ ಮಾಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಗಳ ದೋಸೆ ಹಿಟ್ಟು, ಮೊಳಕೆ ಬರೆಸಿದ ರಾಗಿ ದೋಸೆ ಹಿಟ್ಟು, ಮೊಳಕೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಸಜ್ಜೆ ಜೋಳದ ಚಪಾತಿ ಹಿಟ್ಟು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅತಿ ಶೀಘ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಗೀನಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ತಯಾರಾದಂಥ ಈ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಆತ್ಮಶಕ್ತಿ ವಿವಿಧೋದ್ದೇಶ ಸಹಕಾರಿ ಸಂಘ ಪಡೇಲ್ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಾಗೂ ಉಡುಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 30 ಶಾಖೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದು ನಿರಂತರ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಸಹಕಾರಿ ಸಂಘವು ಕಳೆದ 1 ದಶಕಗಳಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಠೇವಣಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕರ್ಷಕ ಬಡ್ಡಿದರಗಳು, ವಿವಿಧ ಸಾಲ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳು, ಚಿನ್ನಾಭರಣ ಸಾಲ ಪ್ರತಿ ಗ್ರಾಂಗೆ ರೂಪಾಯಿ 4,750ರವರೆಗೆ. ಅತಿ ಶೀಘ್ರ ಚಿನ್ನಾಭರಣ ಸಾಲ ಲಭ್ಯ. ಗೃಹೋಪಯೋಗಿ ಸಾಲ, ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಾಲ, ವಾಹನ ಸಾಲ, ಮನೆ ದುರಸ್ತಿ, ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಕಟ್ಟಡಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ, ಗೃಹ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಸಾಲ, ಇ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಸೇವೆಗಳು ಆಯ್ದ ರಜಾದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಲಭ್ಯ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಡಿ, ಆರ್ಟಿಜಿಎಸ್, ನೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ. ಎಕ್ಸ್‌ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮನಿ, ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್, ಎಲ್ಐಸಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ವಿಮಾ ಸೇವೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಲಭ್ಯ. ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ 2,000 ಕೋಟಿಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಹಿವಾಟು ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹಕಾರಿ ಸಂಘದ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಚೇರಿ ಆತ್ಮಶಕ್ತಿ ಸೌಧ, ಬೈರಾಡಿಕೆರೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ, ಪಡೀಲ್, ಮಂಗಳೂರು.
ಸಂಜೆಯ ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ಹೂ ಬಿಡುವ, ಸಂಭ್ರಮದ ಕರೆದೇರಿಡುವ, ಕನಸಿಗುಲಿಯುವ ಕಾತರವ ನಾ ಕಂಡೆ. ಗಮನಿಸೋ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಚಂದ ವಿಸ್ಮಯ, ಗುರುತಿಸೋ ನೆನಪಿಗೂ.
ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ಲು. ಅವಳುಟ ಸೀರೆ ಅಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಸೀರೆ ಸಂಜು ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಶೋರೂಮ್ ಇಂದ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ನಿಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮದುವೆ ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮೊದ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೆನಪಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಸಂಜೀವ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಶೋರೂಮ್ ತಾನೆ.
ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲು ನನ್ನ ಮದುವೆಗೂ, ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮದುವೆಗೂ, ನನ್ನ ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮದುವೆಗೂ ಸಂಜೀವ ಶೆಟ್ಟರದ್ದೇ ಜವಳಿ. ಉತ್ತಮ ದರ್ಜೆಯ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬೆಲೆಗೆ ಸಿಗುವ ಬಟ್ಟೆ, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ವೆರೈಟಿ, ಅದ್ಭುತ.
75 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ವಸ್ತ್ರ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಲಾಭಾಂಶ, ನಿಗದಿತ ದರದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಯ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಗೆದ್ದ ಮಹಾವಸ್ತ್ರ ಮಳಿಗೆ ಎಂ ಸಂಜೀವ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ಸ್, ಪುತ್ತೂರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಂಗಳೂರು.
ಕನಸು ಕನಸಾಗೆ ಉಳಿಬಾರ್ದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮನಸ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಗ. ನೀವು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗೆ ಎಟ್ಕೋ ದರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗಿಷ್ಟವಾಗೋ ಮನೆ, ನಿಮಗಿಷ್ಟವಾದ ಊರಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಸುಲಭವಾದ ಕಂತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದು, ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಬಿಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ರೋಹನ್ ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 550 ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, 250ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಶಾಪ್ಸ್, 80,000 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಫೀಟ್ ನ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳು. ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೇವಲ 31,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಕನಸು ನನಸಾಗುವ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆನೇ ಇದೆ.
ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇವ್ ಲೈಫ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2 ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರೋಹನ್ ಮೊನಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಚೀಫ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಕಣಚೂರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಲಾಲ್ ಗೋಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ Organ Donation Foundation India and GAN. Both of you are again after the break. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We have with us Dr. Vijay Pai. He is a leading ophthalmologist and cornea surgeon, as well as professor, Department of Ophthalmology, K. Segde Institute, Delkatte. Dr. Vijay Pai, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Good morning. We are very proud to invite you for our show. We have one common question. This eye bank, there are like our Bangalore is a cradle of banking for financial banking. Now eye bank is also there in various medical institutions also, and how it happens, and if a person is dead, how you just what you can harvest that cornea and transplant to live persons. Can you just brief about it?
Yes, sir. A very good morning to you, SS Naik, resource person, my good friend Dr. Rohan and Mr. Goel.
Thank you.
Well, as you are aware, now eye donation is, in fact, in another week or so, we would be celebrating eye donation fortnight. Starts from the last week of August to extending on to the first week of September, wherein we create awareness among the general population towards eye donation. Now we have, I am associated with K.S. Hegde Charitable Hospital, which has an eye bank, and there are various medical colleges which also have eye banks. And see, the important thing with what I would like the viewers to understand is the problem that we are dealing with. See, there are a lot of myths about eye donation and eye transplantation. I would like the viewers to understand that cornea is a transparent clear structure which covers the front of the eye, much the same as the glass which covers the dial of a watch that we are all wearing. Now, for some reason, if the glass becomes opaque, then the dial of the watch is not visible. Same thing happens to the eye when cornea becomes white from being transparent, which can happen due to a variety of reasons, infections or injury and so on. And such an individual loses his sight. Now we need to understand the magnitude of the problem. There are about 12 million people in India who are blind because of corneal issues, and of these 2 million are blind in both the eyes. Now good news is that we can make these people see by way of corneal transplantation. So at present, all over India, we are performing about 30,000 transplant surgeries every year, which I feel is highly inadequate. Now here I would appeal to all the viewers to donate their eyes. All you have to do is walk into any of the eye banks which is close to you and fill up a pledge form. You will be given what we call as the donor card. And in the unfortunate event of your death, the next of the kin needs to inform the eye bank. We have personnel working in the eye bank 24/7 who will come and harvest the eye. And I must emphasize here, this will not cause any kind of disfigurement. While we do so, the cornea is then stored and evaluated at the eye bank and then is utilized for transplant purposes. I would also like to emphasize the fact that anybody can donate their eyes. It does not matter if he has diabetes or hypertension, age, caste, creed, nothing really matters.
Okay.
So, I think all of you would have seen that movie Black, I think which is a popular Hollywood movie wherein you have Amitabh Bachchan and Rani Mukherjee who plays the role of a blind girl.
Correct.
It's really a beautiful movie.
Correct. Better we can see that movie so that we will get more energized now.
Very true, very true, very true.
Now you are doing lot of awareness campaigns, no, in various places, especially.
Yes, we are conducting talks and we are trying to educate people regarding awareness for eye donation. There are so many myths on eye donation. Some communities think that if you donate their eyes, they will be born blind in the next birth, or maybe they will not be able to see what is really happening to them in heaven and so on and so forth. But I don't believe any of that would be true, and I would really encourage everyone to donate their eyes.
If any person is dead, within how many hours it will be effective that harvesting should take place?
What I suggest to the viewers is that ideally we need to harvest the eye within 6 hours. Unfortunate event of death, what I suggest the viewers to do is keep an ice pack on the eye, so that the cornea, the quality of the tissue is maintained.
Okay.
And ideally within 6 hours we need to harvest the eye, and we will come to the place, hospital or home, wherever the unfortunate event has occurred, and we will harvest the cornea without causing any disfigurement to the face or as such to the area around the eye as well.
Okay, that means it should not be dry, should be little bit, that should be moist.
Yeah, many times after that the eye is not totally closed.
Okay.
So that the cornea now gets exposed to the outside environment and then becomes, and the tissue gets degraded. The corneal, the surface layer gets eroded off. We don't want that to happen. So I would request the viewers, in case if they are planning to donate the eyes of next of their kin or kith, so what you need to do is close the eye and keep a small towel over it, wet towel if nothing else is available, or still better if you have some ice, you can tie some ice in that cloth and keep it on the ice. So that will make sure that the cornea remains intact for a fair period of time.
Okay, excellent.
Can I also ask a question?
Yeah. One question our guest wants to ask you.
Doctor, good morning to you. I just want
Very good morning, sir.
I just want to ask you one question. In Sri Lanka, the eye donations are taking far more than any in India, percentage-wise. Can you just explain why? What is the reason for that?
I think it is just a community awareness. Sri Lanka is a community. In fact, to be honest, we used to get ice from Sri Lanka. Say about 10-15 years back, 10 years back, we used to get a lot of ice from Sri Lanka. We used to get here as well. We have used a lot of their corneas as well. I think it is something to do with the community awareness. Like even in India, you have this Jain community and Gujaratis who donate their eyes a lot. I think in every family you will find somebody or the other being the eye donor. It has got something to do with the awareness within the community itself, which is what we are trying to inculcate among the people. So you increase more awareness. People have a lot of myths about eye donation, and I suppose over a period of time now we have the awareness about eye donation has increased to a reasonable extent. We are getting a lot of eye donation calls, but for whatever said and done, many times the quantity of the tissues that we get is not really sufficient to meet the backlog. At any moment of time, I suppose any eye bank or any institution will have at least some 100-150 patients waiting in their waiting list. So we don't get that many tissues to take care of so many patients.
Doctor, is there any upper age limit for the eye donation?
No, there is no upper age limit for eye donation. You can take the tissue from any age individual.
And it can be transplant, or it will be used for the
research? The tissue will be assessed at the eye bank. If the tissue is not used for corneal transplantation, there are various kinds of corneal transplantation. Now, the newer thing in corneal transplantation is that you don't actually have to transplant the entire thickness of the tissue. You can take a layer of the tissue and transplant that layer. So depending upon the quality of the tissue, all the tissues can be used in some way or the other.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay Pai, for enlightening our audience as well as giving light to various patients and giving light in our program also. Thank you very much. We invite you for our separate show on your topic also. Thank you very much for enlightening us.
Thank you, sir. The pleasure and honor is all mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Dr. Vijay Pai is a leading ophthalmologist as well as cornea surgeon also.
Yeah.
And he is a professor in Kshema also. We are very proud that such distinguished doctors are in our district also. We are very proud of him. Okay. Now, procedure how to donate organs, because all things we have told. Now, after seeing our show, many people might have decided. What is the procedure? What they have to do? Can you just brief?
Yeah, see, Noto, as you have already mentioned about Noto, Noto, one can go on a Noto site, which is Noto, N-O-T-T-O, .gov.in, and there is a simple form. One can fill up the form, and immediately after some times, because right now the backlog is there, about 10 to 15 days, you will receive the e-card of donor's card. So it is very, very simple. Instead of going here and there, you can donate whatsoever you want to donate, the organs or tissues.
And one click in house itself you can do it.
You can do it. You need not to go anywhere, because many times it happens you go to a hospital, somebody will discourage you there. Why you are donating kidney? Donate only the liver or donate only the eye. So it is always better you just, but very, very important thing is, if you are planning to donate your organs or tissues, discuss with your family, because in India, as per the law, the ultimate permission to be given by your family. Suppose tomorrow I declare a brain death, and if whatsoever crusader I am about organ donation, talking about organ donation day and night, but tomorrow my wife, my children, my brother, if anyone will say sorry, we are not interested to donate his organs, then my entire exercise is waste. So please discuss with your family, convince them, rather see to it that all adults should donate, fill up the forms together. Then only this exercise will be satisfactorily fulfilled.
Coming together is the beginning, working together is the success, and proceeding together is the progress. Okay.
So just to add to what Mr. Goelji said, yes, NATO is the national level, but on the level we have something called a Jeevan Sarthakate, jeevansarthakate.com. It's a web link that you have. So as you just put in your web details, a QR code comes up. You know, you can scan the QR code and you can register
Jeevana
Sarthakate. That is equal to your state level organization for NATO. So you get registered in the state of Karnataka. One thing. Other beautiful point which Goelji highlighted was talking to your relatives and family about your need to donate organs. Now primarily what is happening is there is something which has gone legal in India from 2018. It is called as a living will. What does living will certify? Now it is a legal document that is created by the person when he is alive, when he is in his full senses, in the presence of his family, saying that in an unfortunate circumstance, he meets with a bad accident or he's suffering from a high grade of cancer, what is the level of treatment that he would like to take? Would he like to take medicines or would he not like to take medicines? Would he like to be resuscitated or not? Or any other advance directives? He can also take a call on that living will, talking about would he want to donate organs. Now this is again in presence of his family. So this document could be created because when he gets unwell or when he is met with a bad accident, definitely he will not be in a state to express his wishes.
In this will, that property also can be included.
No, this is about
Dr. Rohan, even if somebody has created the living will,
yes, sir,
it is legally not enforceable. Even if the family has consented at that time,
correct,
but at the time of donation, if they says no,
if the family
then
says no, yes,
this living will has no legal entity, and that's why what our efforts
as the patient dies, his will also dies.
See, as you rightly say about the property. If I earn something and if I want to donate, will it to someone, it is allowed legally and enforceable. These organs belongs to me from the very beginning, but unfortunately I cannot donate them as per my will. This is the change of law, and that's why what we feel is that what government should do is law has to be changed, and they should try to get the best of the opt-out system, best of the opt-in system, and make a new law where all these things,
many laws, even criminal law also, they are changing.
They are changing, so they should they should change the law. So then at least my own will should be executed. Otherwise, what is the use of talking on the channel or talking here and there unless it is not executed properly?
We have one more caller. Hello.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Who's speaking?
I am Mr. Madhav Kamath from Goa.
Madhav Kamath from Goa. Can you ask your question, please?
Congratulations for business Tonic, Carnatic Bank business Tonic.
Thank you. Now it is
organ ಇದು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ವೆದರ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಏನು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೆತ್?
ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಯಾವುದು, ಡೆಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೀಸ್.
ಅದು ಕೊರೋನಾ ಟೈಮ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಲ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು? ಕೊರೋನಾ ಟೈಮ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಮಂದಿ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋದ್ರು. That can be utilized properly.
Okay. So, Dr. Rohan.
So he's saying during Corona?
During Corona, many people died. No.
Yeah.
Whether those parts they have transplanted or it is become
Again, like it is the will and wish of the family which would
No,
have been there
but
primarily.
corona patients, there is no
Yes,
problem.
no, there is no problem for COVID patients. Again, talking about the density of disease, density of infectivity, and which organ. So primarily, corona is a disease which involves the lungs. Yeah, and so if you have a lung failure or a respiratory failure, primarily, you cannot transplant the lungs. But then, because of a lung infection, we have developed a systemic infection. In the sense, the whole body infection. And then what is happening is you need a physician intervention to understand whether the organs can be transplanted or harvested or not. So it will require a medical checkup primarily. And like how Dr. Vijay Pai beautifully put it, yes, even if he's got a disease, young age, you can use the cornea. So there are, so in terms of diseases, the solid organs, if they're not in a state,
Whether
cannot be
artificial cornea can be created and put.
There's a lot of artificial things are coming up now. For heart, you have the bionic heart, and now you have the heart pumps which are coming in for failing hearts. Quite a few things are coming up. And you have displaced things which have special things created for the eyes, like regenerative. There's a new format coming up in which, suppose my liver is a problem, I use my stem cell and I put it in a particular medium and it generates the liver, and I can get it transplanted into my system again. So a lot of advances in science are
Medical
happening.
advancement
Phenomenal.
is there.
Yeah, it's called as medical engineering.
But one question, all these things, whether covered under Mediclaim?
No, this is what, again, our policies have to be so advanced, we have to be futuristic.
Organ donations,
presently not there.
Organ donations are covered by a few of the insurance companies, but the premium is very high. So generally people are not interested.
While you donate,
no, so as far as the donation is concerned,
person
donation
who is donating is
totally
covered?
free, totally free. In India,
no, totally free means his treatment,
no,
his time.
that is what I am saying. In India, the system is the recipient is to bear all the cost. So suppose the recipient is taking the kidney or the liver or the heart, brain. So the entire cost of his own or her own will be borne, as well as the donors. Everything will be borne by the recipient.
What is the cost? That cost question we are not. See, main challenge is because this is done in only private hospitals. Government hospitals, AIMS and all, there is no such facility.
No, AIMS is doing. And there are, yes, you
but
rightly
in
said.
private hospitals,
maximum is,
what is the cost now?
Yes.
Kidney transplantation, how much is the cost?
It all depends, but it starts from 2.5 lakhs to 10 lakhs of rupees.
Only that much?
That much. Ayushman Bharat is covering, and the Ayushman Bharat has increased only for the organ donation, the limit from 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs. Otherwise, liver, if you talk, liver starts from 15 lakhs, it goes up to 50 lakhs. Heart starts from 25 lakhs, it can go up to 75 lakhs. Lungs starts from 50 lakhs to crores of rupees. So in India, this is also a very big lacuna. In UK, the NHS covers the entire cost, and the insurance companies are there. Until unless we will not
National health scheme.
And that is why
here it is not there.
It is not there. That's why the organ recipients in India, the maximum percentage are rich and super rich, while the maximum donors are poor and very poor, and that is a very sad state which has to be changed. This is also one of our agenda, to create awareness ki why only the poor people are only the donors, not the rich people, and only the rich people are recipients. Why not a poor person can be a recipient?
So very unfortunate that it is based on they say now in Kannada, Ullavaru Shivalaya Maduvaru, Nanena Madali, Badavanaya. That means those who have, they can afford to have anything. Those who don't have, they cannot afford to have anything. That is the situation is there. That gap is to be removed, you mean. Correct, no? Now, our new education policy 2020 has been already implemented in some states. Now our states telling that they are reversing state policy, they are going. Yes. There is a different issue. How this awareness can be improved by inserting in new education policy? Can you just brief about it?
So these talks of awareness are very, very important in our society today. Now what is happening, we talk of a civil society, we talk of a civic society, but then, you know, we go out in the public, we go to a bus stop, I think everybody is glued to their supercomputers, their mobile phones, and I don't think anybody is walking or talking or even trying to have any human connections. So because of technology, that has been lost primarily. What we can advocate in schools is talk about this thing, put it in their minds, where they can go and talk to their parents. I'm like, okay, there's a very interesting thing. There are various channels this could be spoken about, promoted. This is something which has to be spoken. It is not a social event.
I think we are,
It
the
is not a
Namma
social
Kudla is the channel, is doing this program. I have not
I
seen
really
in any channel.
congratulate your initiative. I really congratulate your initiative because this is something that has to be spoken. I
Correct.
just pray and hope this has got the maximum hits so that people get inquisitive, curiosity, and just go and check out what modes are there, what can be done.
From 5th standard, if we will insert this NEP when we are talking,
At least from high school.
No, why I am saying 5th standard, the child will, when he will go to the house, he will ask the question or she will ask the question to the parents. So basically, you are not only educating the child, you are also in turn creating awareness and educating the parents. And that is why we should start from the 5th standard, a small note, not in a details, and then every year try to increase the details as far as the organ donation or tissue donation is concerned.
So just to make a word, this can be called defined as age appropriate education. As you go higher classes, you can show parts of the human body which can also be spoken about, but age appropriate education is something that is very much required.
Excellent. Now one question, कोई अभी देने को मन नहीं है, वो बोलता है हमारा मैच नहीं हो रहा है, ब्लड मैच नहीं हो रहा है, उनका हमारा मैच नहीं होता, उसके लिए डोनेशन नहीं देता है, वो सही है क्या? वो क्या है मैच बोले तो क्या
गलत है। इसलिए गलत है कि अब एज पर द लॉ अब गवर्नमेंट ने उसमें ये प्रोविजन दे रखा है कि अगर सपोज एक मिस्टर ए का मैच नहीं हो रहा है उसकी फैमिली से, और फैमिली को किडनी देनी है और मिस्टर ए को नहीं दे सकते लिविंग में, तो और बी को भी यही प्रॉब्लम है, तो प्रोविजन है लॉ में कि एक ही किडनी एक ही फैमिली वाले बी को दे देंगे अगर उनका ए और बी की, ए की फैमिली से बी की, और बी वाले का चली जाएगी फैमिली का, और इसमें चेन सिस्टम चलता है। अभी मैं यूएस में था, स्विचिंग और स्वाइपिंग इसमें मैं अभी यूएस में था तो वहां पता चला कि एक ने 7th चेन पे जाके उसको मैचिंग मिली किडनी। तो इसका मतलब ये कि अगर ये आप एक्सक्यूज लेते हो कि मैच नहीं हो रहा, वो गलत है। किडनी आप अगर अपना रजिस्टर्ड कराएंगे, क्योंकि वेट लिस्ट बहुत ज्यादा है, आज 2 लाख किडनियों की जरूरत पड़ती है हर साल, और मुश्किल से 5-7 हजार 8 हजार किडनियां अवेलेबल होती हैं। तो आप सोचिए कि 1,90,000 लोग हर साल किडनी वेट कर रहे हैं। डायलिसिस सेंटर्स पे जगह नहीं है, रात के 3-3 बजे वहां डायलिसिस होता है। तो इसलिए मेरी सबसे अपील हुई यही है, आप लोग फैमिली, और ये हमारे हाथ में है, फैमिली अगर डोनेट करना शुरू कर दे तो कोई भी दिक्कत ही नहीं है। दूसरी चीज, जितने आपने शुरू में एक आंकड़ा दिया कि करीब 1.5 लाख आदमी रोड एक्सीडेंट से मर रहे हैं, तो लास्ट ईयर करीब 1,56,000 रोड एक्सीडेंट से मरे, उसमें करीब 50% ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो ब्रेन डेथ होते हैं। इसका मतलब 80,000 to 1 lakh पीपल डिक्लेयर्ड ब्रेन डेथ, बट देयर ऑर्गन्स हैव गॉन वेस्ट। अगर गवर्नमेंट उसको ही कंपलसरी कर दे, क्योंकि जो रोड एक्सीडेंट से मर रहा है वो इंटेंशनली नहीं मर रहा है, मतलब वो तो अकस्मात मौत हुई है, और उसका कोई रिलीजन नहीं है, कास्ट नहीं है, क्रीड नहीं है, वो हिंदू भी हो सकता है, मुसलमान भी हो सकता है, क्रिश्चियन भी हो सकता है, सरदार सिख भी हो सकता है। तो अगर उसको कर दे तो आप सोचिए 8-9 लाख लोगों की जिंदगी बच सकती है। तो जो इंडिया में एक भी व्यक्ति ऑर्गन की वजह से नहीं मरेगा, अगर कम से कम हम इसी लॉ को लाके चेंज करें।
एक्सेलेंट। आपको ये आइडिया कैसा निकला? कितना साल से आप इसमें काम कर रहे हैं?
मैं 7 years से मैं इसमें काम कर रहा हूँ।
खाली 7 years?
जी।
और
मेरे को हार्ट अटैक पड़ा था, मैं लंदन में था, और उसमें जो मेरी 100% LED ब्लॉक हो गई थी, और उसमें फिगर जो विंडो होती है 2 घंटे में होती है कि 2 घंटे में अगर आपको हेल्प नहीं मिली, मेडिकल एड नहीं मिली, तो आपकी डेथ हो जाएगी। तो उस वक्त मुझे लगा कि ये 2 घंटे, जो एक पिक्चर आई थी चक दे इंडिया, 70 मिनट आपके लिए बड़ा, वही मेरे को लगा कि ये 2 घंटे में तो मैं जिंदगी में कहीं का नहीं होता। तो मैंने जिंदगी, मेरे को सब समाज ने, सोसाइटी ने इतना दिया है, मैंने सोसाइटी के लिए क्या किया, ये विचार आया। और तब से देखा कि ऑर्गन डोनेशन में इतनी कम वैक्यूम है, क्यों ना इसमें लोगों को अवेयरनेस क्रिएट की जाए। और जैसे आप रोटरी की बात कर रहे थे, अब एक रोटरी क्लब हम खोल रहे हैं, रोटरी क्लब ऑफ ऑर्गन डोनेशन इंटरनेशनल, जिसमें ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड से हम मेंबर बनाएंगे, और उसकी जो फीस होगी, जितना सिर्फ रोटरी इंटरनेशनल को पैसा जाता है उतना फीस लिया जाएगा, उसको और कोई चार्ज नहीं होगा। जूम पे या गूगल मीट पे मीटिंग हुआ करेगी एवरी वीक, सैटरडे इवनिंग एट 8 o'clock, जिससे कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कराई जाए और जो भी उसका मेंबर बनेगा वो अपने
फेलोशिप नहीं है,
सॉरी
उसमें फेलोशिप
नहीं, उसमें फेलोशिप वाला मामला नहीं रख रहे हैं, वो फेलोशिप आप लोग बहुत करते हैं और वो उसमें उससे फायदा ये होगा कि जो आदमी अभी कहीं पे है, उड़ीसा में है, आज जब उसको ऑर्गन डोनेशन का पता चलेगा वो अपने एक कम्युनिटी में, अपने एरिया में, जैसे डॉक्टर ने बताया आइस का,
अभी हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे, कॉलर है। हेलो हेलो
हेलो हेलो
हेलो
I am Sheetan Ramachandra from Bangalore.
Sheetan Ramachandra.
I have, I had shared this information about this program to my sister, who is a liver transplant surgeon in AIG, Asian Institute of Gastroenterology. She wanted to really participate in it, but last moment she had some duty today, so she had to immediately go. So she has asked 2 questions to Mr. Goel sir, and there are questions I'll just want to ask on her behalf, sir.
What is the name of your sister? Let us know, all the viewers.
Dr. Sumana Ramachandra.
Sumana Ramachandra, where she stays?
She is working in AIG, Asian Institute of Gastroenterology, so Hyderabad.
Okay, excellent, excellent. We are very proud of her, and you should be also very proud of her being a brother of such a great
really wanted
noble
to
lady.
participate, sir, in this program. At last moment she couldn't, so she sent 2 questions
Okay,
to
please, please.
panelists.
You can ask.
One is, sir, she has asked, can I ask about details about Roto and Roto, and Roto, how is the region divided and how do they function?
Roto and Noto functions.
Okay.
How is the region wise divided and how do they function? And the second question is, what is the minimum age and maximum age of donation in India?
Okay.
Minimum weight and maximum age.
Age.
And maximum age. Good. First, Roto, Noto.
See, Noto is a national body set up by Ministry of Family Welfare and Health and Family Welfare. Roto is a regional wise. Like South region, they have taken one Roto, the Western region, Northern region, so different regions, and they have added few of the things because some union territories are there. And Soto is a state thing, so every state is having one Soto, but like in Maharashtra, Soto is also there and Roto is also there. In Chandigarh, Soto is there and Roto is there, like this. So that is how they have divided, and the working is that the Noto is on the top body, under them is the Roto, and under them is the Soto. So it is a hierarchy which they have developed, and accordingly the role of the Noto and Soto and Roto are to create awareness, to implement the laws, to see that no one will violate the law. If there is a violation, they even penalize. So that is the authority with them. So these are the roles of Noto, Roto and Soto.
And patients or that people, those who want to donate, with whom they should register?
They can register anywhere, as Dr. Monish rightly said. Either you don't register at Noto, Soto, Roto, they all have sites.
And Jivan
Sarthak, that is also a part of Soto only. So earlier it was Jivan Sarthak. Anywhere, wherever you can, and everywhere QR code is there. So one can very well register.
But it is, if you register in here, Mangalore, all over India it will be list or
waiting list. Once you have registered here, it will go to the state and in turn to national. So basically the registries are being maintained everywhere. Even hospitals are also maintaining their registry. In that case, suppose one patient is declared brain death in AJ Hospital Mangalore, and they are doing the kidney transplant, and if the donation is taking place, so one kidney's first right is the waiting list maintained by the AJ. Then they will see the heart has to go. So wherever is the nearest one? Suppose the nearest is Bangalore. So they will see to it the heart will go to Bangalore. And lungs is nearest, and the requirement as per the wait list is at Hyderabad. So because lungs are everywhere, it's not been transplant. Hyderabad is a center for lungs. It's a very, very successful center.
But how they transport all these things?
So they are like various medias in which they have to transport. So there are transporting mechanisms, transporting devices, and there's a transportation time. So the kidney has to be...
Air ambulance?
Air ambulance is the best.
No, I will. Sorry, Dr. Moniz. Not air ambulance. These are going by the regular flights. So what they are doing is, the patient who declare brain death is in the hospital. Now from there they coordinate. Once it is been informed that now this patient heart is to be transferred to say Chennai. And the flight will go from here to Chennai. So they will have to inform to the civil authorities, the police department, and the police and the airport authority.
Zero traffic.
So the green corridor. Now what is green corridor? We have a traffic light, red, yellow, green. So all the lights from the AJ hospital till the Mangalore airport will be green for that. And the pilot car from the police will be escorting. So, and once it will take flight, they will coordinate at the airport that flight is going to take say at 10:30. So they will see to it that they will reach within time. There the CISF people, the airport authority as well as the airline authority, they receive it, and immediately it will go to the commercial plane. And from there it will, once it will land at Chennai airport, there again the ambulance will be waiting inside the tarmac, and they will take the box along with the doctors. Immediately again a green corridor will be made. Suppose it has to go to Apollo Hospital, till Apollo Hospital, and it will reach.
In that box, how that preservative they are doing, or how they...
There's a preservative mechanism. There's a special liquid which has to be put in that, and it will be preserved. There are procedures wherein, sometimes you will have to empty the blood within the system, because what is happening, blood can cause clots, and that organ can be defunct, So these systems, this is all like a very technical kind of discussion which will happen. So it will be preserved, and that preservative liquid, like they say for solid organs, maximum within 3 to 4 hours, it has to reach the transplant site, and within the next half an hour, 1 hour has to be transplanted. So the patient is kept waiting on the bed, everything is ready, anesthesia. So it's very clock time.
So it is done in hospital only. Patient cannot be in home.
No, it has to be.
But this cornea, that can be done from...
Cornea can be taken a plan. It can be a very elective thing. There's nothing emergency about it, because you, like Dr. Vijay Pai very rightly mentioned, you have corneal banks or eye banks. It is preserved there for so many days, months, years. And you plan a patient and you can...
One more question he has asked about the age. So the age, as far as the living donors are concerned, is minimum age is 18 years. Although there are cases in India when a 17-year-old daughter wants to donate, and the case has gone to High Court and it gone to Supreme Court. In that case, the court can intervene.
By that time, the lady has become 18 years?
No, not at 18 years. In one case, the father expired. Another case, if the order was this, that the girl has to be examined medically, whether she is fit or not, after the donation. If she is fit, then the donation can take place. The upper age, there is no limit. Earlier there was a limit of 65, but now they have removed it. For brain death, there is no limit. The youngest donor in the world is 74 minutes. So one can imagine a girl in England, she has saved 2 lives with the liver as well as from the kidney. So one can imagine, and the upper age limit is also not there. 95 years old person has also been donated.
Okay. Now it is time to wind up. Already extended time now. We are in extended time. Now National Organ Transplantation, that guideline is there. Now one nation, one organ allocation policy also they are going to introduce shortly also. It is a good news, so that as you told, lot of obstacles are there. Relatives come in the way of donations. Even if he wants to or she wants to donate, they may just come in the way. All these things can be set right in this new what you can say, one nation, one organ allocation policy. Now at the end, what is your just message to our viewers regarding organ donation?
The take-home message to all the viewers,
today itself.
Please be aware, number one, like we talk about blood donation, many people come and talk about blood donation, they don't even donate blood. you know, that also is happening. But organ donation, saving a life, creating hope in your surroundings, creating a sense of awareness, talking to people about it. Even if somebody watches this channel today and say that, hey, did you see this channel Business Tonic, which was talking about organ donation? You have some ideas. Be inquisitive. Go talk to your physicians. Go talk to somebody who can handhold you on the subject. A lot of negative marketing happens, a lot of myths and superstitions still there. You have beautiful web links under Noto, under Soto, which will give you even FAQs, frequently asked questions. So what are the myths in the market? What are the myths in families which are happening? In the end, what I personally feel like, you know, all of us have a religious blend and beliefs, your soul goes to heaven. I mean, I think God doesn't want to play with your
If you donate your organ,
I mean,
immediately it will go.
Immediately it will go. You know what happens is, and in spite you get deceased.
And not only you will go to heaven, because of your donating, others will be in heaven.
Yes, in spite of you being deceased, you continue to
The
live.
donees will be in heaven.
Yeah, and you have amazing testimonies today in the society. You need to listen to these testimonies where a mother has lost a 20-year-old son to a concussion because he was playing football, and then she just gave off all his organs, and now she becoming a homemaker. She was a homemaker. She's become an advocate. She just talked to people about it, saying that my son lives through these people, to these boys and girls. It's a huge message to carry forward. And see, we are number one as the most populous country in the world, number one. Number two, our density of population among the adolescents and youth is the highest in the globe. You know, that's why we are very strong. But number three, we are also succumbing to number of road traffic accidents. Number four, I sincerely urge and request the policymakers to look into this. There are amazing, beautiful, simple, smart amendments which can be done into our policies in daily living, which will benefit a lot of people, and they can be change makers in the society. Thank you.
Excellent. Lal Goyal,
I will.
Last message to our viewers.
My message to everyone is love your own family. अगर आप अपने को प्यार करते हैं, अपने परिवार को प्यार करते हैं, तो ऑर्गन डोनेशन करिए, क्योंकि ऑर्गन डोनेशन ही सुप्रीम डोनेशन है। आज हम अन्न दान करते हैं, आज हम
विद्यादान, अन्नदान,
सब दहेज देते हैं, कन्यादान करते हैं, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा श्रेष्ठ दान है वो अंगदान है। ऑर्गन डोनेशन इज द सुप्रीम डोनेशन, क्योंकि इसमें आप नई जिंदगी देते हैं। और अभी जैसे आप ये जो आज का वो है प्रोग्राम है, वो बिजनेस टॉनिक है। वो समझना चाहिए कि आज इंडिया की इकोनॉमी को बहुत बूस्ट मिल जाए अगर हम लोग ऑर्गन डोनेट करें।
हम अभी आज अंगांग दान का बारे में टॉनिक दे रहे हैं।
नहीं, उसका एक कारण है कि जो लोग डायलिसिस पे हैं, इतना जो लोग वर्क नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, अगर आज वो लोग फिट हो जाएंगे, वो लोग वर्क में वापस आएंगे। जो ऑर्गन डोनेट करते हैं, देयर आर केसेस, वो एक हफ्ते 10 दिन के बाद वो अपनी ड्यूटी ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं। तो सोचिए कितना मैन लॉस खत्म हो जाएगा। तो अगर भी इंडिया को विश्वगुरु बनना है, तो हमें सबसे पहला काम ये करना चाहिए कि हमें ऑर्गन डोनेशन के बारे में सीरियसली घर में डिस्कस करना चाहिए, आगे आना चाहिए, तो भारत विश्वगुरु बनेगा, हर तरह से विश्वगुरु बनेगा। यही मेरा आप सबसे आग्रह है और यही मेरा निवेदन है।
एक्सेलेंट। ये अभी डोनेशन के बारे में एक ब्यूटीफुली कोट है इन संस्कृत, शतेषु जायते शूरः सहस्रेषु च पंडितः वक्ता दशसहस्रेषु दाता भवति वा न वा। इसका मीनिंग क्या है? शतेषु जायते शूरः, 1 in 100 is a brave man. सहस्रेषु च पंडितः, 1 in 1000 is पंडित। आप भी पंडित रिसल्ट वाला है। 1 in 1000 is a पंडित, that is wise man. वक्ता दशसहस्रेषु, 1 in 10,000 is a prolific speaker, whereas दाता भवति वा न वा, डोनर इज रेयर ऑफ द रेयरेस्ट। उसमें और एक हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, अंगांग दाता भवति वा न वा, और भी अंगांग दान करने वाला उससे भी कम है। लेट अस मेक दिस मिथ, लेट अस शैकल दिस break the shackle, and let us be the donors of organs. And today, because of this show, I wish that all of us should donate organs so that many people we can give life and definitely all of us will definitely go to heaven abode. So with this small note, before concluding, ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆಯ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಅನೇಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಡ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟಾನಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಈ ವಾರದ ದಿಸ್ ಎಪಿಸೋಡ್ again it will be re-telecasted on Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. in Nammakudla 24/7, as well as this show is available in YouTube. Already it is uploaded live, so anybody can access to this. Until then, sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu, samasta sanmangalani bhavantu. I am CA SS Nayak signing off.
ಸ್ವಾದಿಷ್ಟದ ಅಡುಗೆಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ರಾವ್ಸ್ ಸೌತ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್. ವೈದ್ಯರೊಬ್ಬರು ನಡೆಸಲ್ಪಡುವ ಹಲವು ವಿಶೇಷತೆಗಳ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ವಿಭಿನ್ನ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್. ಆಂಧ್ರ ಶೈಲಿಯ ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿ, ಗುಂಟೂರು ಚಿಕನ್, ಗುಂಟೂರು ಮಟನ್, ಚಿಕನ್ ಚೆಟ್ಟಿನಾಡ್, ಕೋಲಾಪುರಿ ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ ಬಹುವಿಧದ ಮಾಂಸಾಹಾರ ಖಾದ್ಯಗಳು. ಚಿಕನ್ ತಾಲಿ, ಮಟನ್ ತಾಲಿ, ವೆಜ್